Hey Virgo, this is Tara. Welcome to your mid-November 2016 Psychic Tarot Forecast. I'm going to pull 3 cards plus some clarification cards. And also I want to remind you guys that very specific, much like Capricorn. Wow, very specific of what wanted to come out, Virgo. Wanted to remind you all that there is a new moon November 29th in Sagittarius, so just make sure to pay attention to what others are talking about. Listen to other people. There may be a golden nugget, and you may not realize it till, after the conversation's over, till if you meet someone at Starbucks or have dinner or just talk to someone at the market or the grocery store. You may realize that there actually was something that you could use, a piece of information that you could use that would be very beneficial to you. All right, so, it's funny because I had been talking about this particular card, or I guess thinking about it more than anything, and that it hasn't come up, and now it's come up with you and one other sign just today when I've done readings. So very interesting to me. Sometimes when I think about a card, I think, I haven't seen this is the Fool card. I haven't seen that card in a while, and then it comes up. So it's like, I'm here, I want to talk. But let's start with the first card, and this is the Ten of Wands, Virgo. So you guys, of course, working hard, lots of burdens on your shoulders, feeling like lots of responsibility. You've done a lot of work. You're in these last several months. It feels like to me that you guys have had some good readings lately. So I hope a lot of you are doing well. But it may be too that you've been working strenuously. And you have a lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities on your back. Now, as you can see, he is moving up here towards this lit up area. It's enlightenment, it's new beginnings, it's new hope. Really, the 10, although he looks like he's stressed out and he's got a lot on his back, which he does, literally, actually, it's in a good place because the 10 is about new beginnings. When he reaches this spot here, there is new hope and new beginnings for you guys. So a lot of you may have felt like you've worked hard, you've paid attention to details. And because the next card that comes up is the Fool card. It's called the Greensman in this particular deck. But some of you may feel like that there's some projects you've wrapped up, especially because this card is not facing this one, so it's like you've done that, this is in the past, or at least that you're wrapping this up. If you're in the US, it could be maybe you're wrapping things up before the holidays, or anywhere around the world before the holidays come, and you're wanting to see some new journeys, and this is new beginnings, ready to take on new. This is the Fool. The Fool card is the first of the major arcana card. He or she is like a child, usually with a knapsack on their back, is how the Rider-Waite cards have them, and a lot of the cards that copy Rider-Waite. This is called the Greensman. So he's got this big happy face with green leaves coming out, and there's sort of a ritual around this. You can see that others are playing their flute, and they're dancing, and they're playing the violin, and the dog is reared up and dancing as well. So they're celebrating this Greensman because he means to them new hope, new beginnings. Go along the path, follow me. I'm always there for you. And so I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are ready for that. You've wrapped this up. Maybe you've got to this point here, and this card is what you've reached. The green feels very calm, relaxing, a new canvas for you to create what you want. The Magician card would come next. So now you're ready to paint your new life, your new beginnings, your new let's see, what could this be? Like, say you've accepted a new job offer, and you're moving towards that, and it's exciting, and there's hope, and you really don't know how it's going to turn out, but you do know that it's better than what you've had, or at least it's a step up and you're ready to do so. Because I'm really connecting it to work because of the wands here, or whatever your creative passion is. You know, maybe you're a musician and you're getting inspiration from, yeah, because you see they're playing instruments here, but maybe you're getting inspiration, like I said, from this full moon, or excuse me, the new moon on the 29th. That very well could be. Your third card that comes up is the King of Wands, and this would be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This would be someone in your life who is a creative guy. He's a master of what he's done. He's an inventor. He's very passionate. Like I said, he's mastered his craft. Interestingly enough, this card is in the middle, and both of these guys are turned away from him. So this feels like this is in the past. This feels like someone who, and I'm going to say it both ways, but it does come up as someone who is butting heads with you. So, you know, if you know a fire sign or someone that has a personality of a fire sign, and this could be your husband or your wife or a spouse or, you know, a romantic one or a business partner or a friend, anybody who's feels like I'm just getting this, some of you are not seeing eye to eye. It feels like you want to be, you want to go your way, and they're sort of leading with their own style. There's a lot of red in this card. Can you see that? I wasn't holding it up right. A lot of fire. I'll draw some some clarification cards. But the wands do have to do with what we're passionate about. And I really feel like this is you. You're the greensman, Virgo. You're the earth sign. You do have 2 wand cards, but I feel like this is you climbing up to this goal that you've been trying to get to. And I really feel like this is the goal. It's allowed you to let these burdens go one by one. As you're going up this path, it's like, okay, dropping each one until there's a light, until you can feel free, like this card does here, like these kids and this dog. And whoever this fire sign is, this Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or personality of, usually I see this as a really kind guy, and I'm sure that they are, but they're a little bit contentious. So it could be, again, someone that you know really, real personally, like a spouse, also a boss, or someone that you may feel like is holding you back. The other way it could be is that someone's inspiring you, but I'm getting a little bit of conflict with this guy. So let's pull some clarification cards and see what comes out for that, as well as the others. I'm just going to pull cards and see what comes up. Okay. Well, definitely, I was talking about a fire sign, and this is a major arcana card, which is strength. But it also reminds me of a Leo. So I'm feeling like a couple things. Use your own strength, because you may be dealing with a Leo or someone that has the characteristics, and I love Leos. They're fun, they're great actors, but I just do feel like, if you're being more detailed and you're not getting out of a project what you need of the other person, or they're being lackadaisical and going off on their own deal, use your inner strength. I feel like you're going to need to. And she's petting this lion. She's sort of romancing him to get him to do what she wants him to do. Interesting. Let's pull some more cards. Oh, they're wanting to come out with you all. Okay, so also, the Nine of Cups has to do with loving our home, our family, feeling good about decisions we've made, our hearts in order. But, there's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you have a chance to make this work. But I feel like you have a chance to make whatever this is work. Like, say it's a new project. But this Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, so it may not be the right time. You may have a delay on it. So let's pull a card as far as when good timing might be. Timing is a challenge, but sometimes I pull a card and whatever number is on that card tells me weeks, months, or usually weeks or months, or the day of. So let's go with this one, 5. So it could take 5 weeks, 5 months. The 5th month of the year is May. There's something else you all need to work on. And the Knight of Pentacles came out in reverse. And this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So I feel like it's you. Both of these are about your money. So the 5 is, like I said, it could be, watch out for the 5th of the month, whether it's December, January, February, March, April, May. The 5th month, it could be 5 months, which would be December, January, February, March, April. So somewhere between now and May, I just feel like that you have some more work to do. You see how they're a little bit embattled? And this Knight is upside down in reverse. So there's just some more to do, some more to contend with before you can get this really to a happy place, to a place where you are feeling excited. Not to say that you're not going to be successful in the meantime, Virgo. There's just more work to be done. Let's take a look at this Fool card and see what comes up around the Fool and why this came up. Justice. Interesting. Well, the Justice card has to do with feeling balanced, needing balance in your life. The sign of that would be Libra. So it could be that there's a Libra woman in your life, and I don't usually say woman with this card, but it could be a Libra. It could also be any legal situations that you all have been in that you're wanting to start anew. Also, some cases that may have been solved that some of you might receive money out of. I feel like these two cards enable you to move on and start something new, and then this one sort of stops you. And not to say that you're not going to be doing well in the next 4, 5, 6 months. I didn't mean that at all a minute ago. I'm just saying be real careful with this person. They may be actually a leader for you, but I'm just saying what I'm getting is they felt sort of contentious. Okay, so yeah, this may be a woman who's a Libra, who's very much in support of you. And then, like I said earlier, I do feel like you need some balance, and that's what you're looking for here, because this has been hard work. So Lady Luck, Lady Balance is there for you to work with when you're a little bit playful and maybe not having to know what every step of the way is. Law of Attraction says come up with what you want, visualize it in detail, and then let go. Well, the letting go is the hard part. How is that going to come about? Is it going to come about how we want? But, it's like you want to buy a home and you know exactly how you want it to look, and that's great. And then just let go of if that house shows up, and let it show up if it's different than what you thought. A lot of times people, romances, relationships, homes, careers, the universe will give you what you want. So just feel the Libra balance, that everything is fine. Interesting, that card wanted to come up face down. Let's see why. Let's see what's going on there. This Knight of Rods, interesting. So more wands and fire. Okay, so you guys are going to have to leave me some comments below. Either this fire sign that is in your life or someone who is acting very pushy or fiery is either very supportive of you or they are a pain in your rear. And they're kind of instigating. That's interesting. Yeah, and then this card came up and it was sort of sideways. So again, about your money, you may have, or some, maybe some lessons you took or something you did online, some new instructions or classes. It feels like to me that you all are thinking about doing this. This doesn't feel like, because it's turned sideways, it doesn't feel like that maybe you've done it or you're thinking about doing it at the beginning of the year to balance out your work schedule, to improve and enhance your what you do in the world, your resume. I feel like some of you are going to be taking some classes to improve your skills. All right, Virgo, interesting reading. I can't wait to hear who some of these fire sign personalities or aspects may be. Always remember when there's a court card that comes up, and that would be a king, queen, knight. The page is not really a court card. So king, queen, or knight. These can either be people or they can be personalities of a person. So let me know. I'm also getting someone with red hair. Okay, so that would be fiery. I also want to pull, before I forget, one of Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic cards for you. This is, okay, well that's going to be yours. Dance, celebration. All right. I love that for you, Virgo. These two feel like they really go together well. Look at how she's free. She's dancing. She's like, you know, I'm open. It's gaiety. It's celebration, like it says. I feel my spirit feels free. I feel uninhibited, and that's how this card feels to me. So it feels like the anchor card for you guys for this month is this particular card. It's reminding you all to let loose of some of your very particular ideas and needs and wants and really pay attention to having some fun. And I don't think this is to me feels like it's in the past. This may be going on a little bit, but not to let this person interfere with you. This is open celebration. I love that. Okay, let me add up the cards. 10, 11. 11 in numerology is a master number. 11 has to do with, it's very inspirational. People are healers. They don't realize it a lot of times with 11 life paths. They're like lighthouses. You know how lighthouses put out the light for the boats to come in at night so they can see where they're going. Ones are very independent, and two ones together is lots of ideas. I'm just feeling like a sense of your needs and playing with those needs. And interesting, and I'm also connecting to the major arcana cards with the numbers that come up with what they add up to. And 11 in the major arcana cards is the Justice card, and that came up a minute ago for one of the clarification cards. Remember when that came up? Here she was right here. When she came up. So there's also an essence of really needing that balance for you guys. Paying attention to how you can stay balanced, your physical needs and your emotional needs. and your spiritual needs. I feel like there's someone who's there to support you as well. Someone who you can count on, someone who you can lean on. Think about it. You may not think so, but I feel like there is. All right, my Virgo friends, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure and subscribe if you'd like your own personal private reading, and let's answer some more of these questions. I encourage you to do that. You can reach me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. It's below, or go on my website, taraventura.com. And would love to pull some cards, do your numerology, look at 2017, look at December, and let's take a peek at what's going on. So have a great rest of the month, and be sure and feel that inner playfulness with all this. Make comments below. Let me know who this person is. Okay? And I look forward to seeing you soon.